Let's start our chest opening video standing up here on our feet. I'm going to show a few different great chest stretches. They're all wonderful. So if this first one for any reason you can't perform, just skip to one of the timestamps or hang tight for me and I'll show you a couple other ways that you can get this amazing feeling, change your life chest stretch. So the first one I'm going to show you is with a foam roller. Now I'm going to show you with my 3-foot foam roller first because having a longer one is ideal. So if you do have a long one, grab that one now. What we're going to do is bring the foam roller up overhead and down behind. You want your hands to come to the back side of the roller and no pressure on the crook of your neck. So you should be able to move your neck in every direction. The foam roller is coming more down towards the floor, so that no pressure is on your cervical spine whatsoever. That's very important for this one. So already here, you should be able to feel this incredible stretch coming through your pecs. The angle that your arm is at is causing that chest to open. And this is another stretch that you may have seen people do kind of with a door frame. You can do one side at a time. But here we're getting both sides at once, which is just awesome. It feels excellent. If you only have, you can feel that as soon as you take it out. If you only have the shorter foam roller, what you can do, it has to at least be 2 feet, I would say, something around there. And if you're petite, this one might be enough for you. But if you're a larger or broader person, you may need something longer. So you're just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna come up overhead, bring it down almost past your neck, and then kind of shimmy your hands and fingers to get them to where they're opening your chest, no pressure on the neck. And it doesn't really matter kind of how you angle them, but you will notice that if you can get your hands actually behind the foam roller, you'll feel that stretch a lot more. So once you get there, just take some deep breaths. Feel that kind of nice opening sensation happening. Make sure, again, no pressure on the neck here. Should kind of be on the upper shoulder area, but really mainly just feeling that stretch through your pecs. And again, as soon as you take that out, you'll feel that nice kind of weightless sensation going through the middle. It is an amazing one. But let's move on to a couple other ones that we can do if you don't have the foam roller situation that works for your body type. This second chest opener utilizes either a stretch band or even just a hand towel is totally fine. You're gonna bring it onto either hand and bring your arms up overhead. A stretch band does give you a little more kind of wiggle room to play with if you need it, but a towel is just as good. So take some nice deep breaths with your arms straight up overhead. And again, you wanna start kind of pulling back past the line that's parallel with your body. So you wanna be moving backwards just a little bit, nothing crazy, don't yank it. You just want to slowly, as you're taking those nice deep breaths, just move a little bit further, and you should start to feel again through this chest area, that stretch start to increase. It feels really good. And having a towel can actually be even nicer sometimes than having the stretch band because it keeps you more in place, but you can try kind of pulling to the sides as well to add a little bit of something. You can play around with this one. As long as you're keeping your arms straight, you should be fairly safe on the joint there. Unless, of course, you have any pre-existing issues with your shoulders that you're concerned about. Always ask your doctor ahead of time if you're not sure if you're allowed to perform certain movements. But this is just a really simple, nice one. Gets that opening. Feels really good. And again, you can feel we're counteracting that forward hunched posture that we get so often from looking at our phones, sitting on the computers, doing all the kinds of driving and carrying children, all the things that we do in our day-to-day lives. So let's look at our third stretch option here. Our third and final chest opener requires no equipment. But depending on your fitness level and your flexibility level, you may want to use a towel until you can clasp your hands together. So with a nice upright posture, you're just gonna bring your hands together behind your head. You can either fingers, or you can just kind of clasp them together. And you're gonna hold them towards the crown of your head at first. So again, you should be feeling already a bit of a stretch in your upper chest area, your pectoral area. Take some nice deep breaths here. Keep your neck upright posture. You don't want to be pulling your head forward. That's the opposite of what we're trying to do here. Take some deep breaths, really relax into it. And over time, you can actually begin to sink your hands down more towards your neck. So I'm showing this much larger of a movement than I want for you to do it. So just so you get an idea of what I'm saying, but slowly, just a little bit at a time, bring your fingers more down towards your neck, and you should be able to feel an even greater opening on the front of your chest there. So keep your shoulders nice and open. And again, remember, your head should be completely free moving. We don't want any pressure being put on our head or neck. And once you take your arms out and roll your shoulders back, you should feel like you can stand a little taller. You've got a little bit more of an opening. And throughout your day, you'll notice that you can move and kind of flex in more ways than you thought was possible before. So enjoy that one and good work.